Hello, hello. How are you doing? Happy Thirsty Thursday. Welcome to Here's the Tea with Wine Diva Tiara. I'm super excited because I have a very special guest this evening. My amazing life and business coach, Virginia Scheuer, is going to be sharing some amazing tips on manifestation and growing your business, leveraging the law of attraction, and just giving some amazing, amazing goodness. So for those who don't know who I am Tiara, aka T, your wine diva. I rep for an amazing winery and I help pair you with your perfect wines. I am also a confidence and strategy coach, helping you feel comfortable and confident on camera and giving you the marketing strategy to build your business online. I leverage my 15 years of on-stage and camera training, plus 12 years as a professional actor, combined with my life and business coaching certifications to help you shine on screen and teach you how to make money on social media, all while drinking beautiful, amazing, delicious artisan wines. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on the lovely Virginia Scheuer, and we're going to learn a little bit about who she is and what she does. All righty. And while we wait for her to come up on screen, I'm going to pour me some wine because it's Thirsty Thursday.
Hi, Tiara. How are you this evening?
I am fabulous. How are you, V?
I'm amazing. What kind of wine do you have there?
I have a white wine blend. It is actually, it's a sweeter white wine. So it went really well. I had like quesadillas last night and they were like surf and turf quesadillas. So it had a little spice to it. So the sweetness kind of helps
temper it.
Yeah, like just mellow everything out and balance everything together.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh, I love it. It sounds so yummy. You're making me hungry.
Hello, beautiful Lisa. And hello, Lachelle. How are you guys doing this evening? Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, V. So I would love it if you could introduce yourself to our audience and say who you are and what you do.
Sure. My name is Virginia Scheuer, and I am the CEO and owner of Speak Easy Enterprise, where we make it easy to speak when you tap into your truth. We're all about connecting your body, soul, and business all together so that way you can feel more aligned. You can feel the flow, the ease, the abundance in your life and your business.
Ooh, yes. Like Lisa said, it feels so great.
I just love that. I don't know how that started, but I love instead of so, we say soul, like soul good.
Yes. It's so good. Soul good. Yes.
Yes.
It's soul food. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, I have been working with Virginia for, oh my gosh, I don't even know, like over a year now. And it has been an amazing, beautiful journey. Just learning, not only just growing my own business, but growing myself spiritually and leveraging the law of attraction and all of that goodness. And your guidance has been so huge for my life and how I've like I feel like I've come into my own so much in the last year and I can't wait to grow more with you. So I really appreciate all of the love and support that you provide in your coaching and just being a great friend.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I'm sure other people can relate listening to this, that when you hear something like that, it makes your day, it makes your week as a coach. So thank you so much for saying that.
You are so welcome. Okay, so we have been promising to give some manifesting tips to our entrepreneur friends and how to leverage law of attraction and manifesting when it comes to business and success. So when people are getting ready to start manifesting, how do people start? How do they begin? What is manifesting for those who don't even know what it is?
Manifesting is really just getting what you want.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's allowing yourself to say that you are the creator of your own reality. It's saying that I'm in charge and I am a co-creator. I'm not just a creator, but I'm a co-creator. And it means that it manifesting takes a contrast of two things. It takes you getting clear and specific on what it is you want. and then getting the fuck out of the way.
I love it.
It's
Allowing.
so true because yes, the art of allowing, and I hope you can bleep that out because we don't want explicit or whatever. But it's really about if you are too specific with it, you end up putting up resistance, and that's where people get into stumbling blocks about attracting. You can't just say it all the time and then manifest it a lot of the times because we have our own resistance to even the words that are coming out of our mouth. And so we have to learn how to manifest in the most specific way and the most general way that gives us the sweet spot of allowing that dream to actually come true and be brought to us.
That's beautiful. I love it because I know for me, I have had a practice of like over manifesting. Like it's something that I'm like, and then you get to a space where you're more so focusing on the lack of what you're looking for. And when you're putting yourself in that space, that really puts up a block for allowing. And so that's my like one of my words for 2020 is just allowing and like not having to push and worrying about it. Like you set your intention and let it go. Like go do something else, watch a movie, dance, whatever, and then just allow the universe, God, source to bring everything that you've ever wanted to you.
I couldn't agree with you more. There's an interesting contrast here too. It's because a lot of people believe that they are the reason why they are so frustrated or the reason why they're not getting what they want is because they're not doing the action. You know, the action has been for a long, long time in the last decade, the solution, or, maybe many decades. It's been action is always the solution. And yes, there is a piece of that is very true, because if we're not doing what our hearts desire, then it does feel really, really cruddy.
Right.
But the problem is that what we think we should, we keep shoulding ourselves, we should do. Can we just stop everywhere? We're shooting everywhere, right? Exactly. If we can stop doing that and just have that peace that everything is always working out for us, have the peace that as soon as I take a sacred pause, I breathe and I say, yes, the universe is bringing this to me. And the universe brings you drops of things. Oh, yeah. You've seen it, Tiara, right?
Oh, yeah.
Drops of things that you seem like, oh my God, is this coincidence? No, it's not coincidence. But then that's when you take the action. When you see the drops from the universe, the little knocks on the door, the little taps on the shoulder, that's when you take the action. When you see the door opening, you walk through it, but you're not going to walk through a solid door that's closed in your face.
Exactly.
Right?
Right.
The universe turns the knob for you and opens the door, and you just have to walk in.
Path of least resistance.
Yes. How many of us keep like walking into the door?
Let's not do that. Let's walk to the one that's open.
Yeah, exactly.
So you were talking about feelings. I heard you say the word feelings, and that's so important when it comes to manifesting and the emotional guidance scale, which is super huge. If you haven't checked out the emotional guidance scale, it's created by Abraham Hicks, but I do believe there is a copy of it inside the Social Soul Tribe, which is a beautiful free community on Facebook that Virginia leads, and I myself am an ambassador for it. And I know that there are a couple of ambassadors actually listening right now. Raise your hand if you are, show some love. But in doing that, we have to really be cognizant of how we are feeling from moment to moment so that we are in a space for allowing. And I would love to hear kind of your tips on how do we know what we're feeling, or how do we recognize? I was looking at something the other day, and I believe like fear is at the bottom of the scale, but there's also like worry, which is a little bit higher up. But how can we tell the difference? Like, how do we know? Am I afraid right now, or am I worried right now?
Yeah, that's actually a really good question. There was a study done, there was a case study done about people who were on the lower end of the scale, people who were depressed. And the big differentiation between people that are just sad versus depressed is that they don't understand the differentiation of what emotions they're feeling. They'll just say, people who are depressed will say something like, I feel bad, but they can't articulate why they feel bad. And so if we can, and I believe that if we can look at how it is, what we are feeling, if you can just identify it, that's the first step. It's just looking inward and saying, what am I feeling? Am I feeling, am I afraid of something? Am I feeling guilty? Am I feeling shame? Am I feeling jealous? Am I feeling a lack mentality, like there won't be enough of something? If you can identify that, then once you've identified that, you can level up. You can get into a better feeling space. And yeah, so I like to do what is called intentional beat changes. Okay, are you ready for this?
Yes.
This is new. So, intentional beat changes. So throughout our life, we have different opportunities to change the emotional energy or the emotional state that we're feeling. And we experience this a lot. Like life will happen to us a lot, and we will have some sort of energy change. So an example of this is you are at a party and you walk into one room and it's like everybody's dancing and getting it on, like everybody's just feeling the beat. And then you walk outside of that room and you go into another room and there's two people sitting there just staring at each other. Total energy shift, right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
can feel that. Okay, another example. You go to a party, you're about to walk in, you knock on the door, you open up the door, and everybody was like, you could hear the party inside, and everything's all of a sudden something goes silent when you walk in.
Awkward.
Energy change.
Oh, yeah.
You're excited, the energy changes. Those are extreme examples of energy changes. This energy change happens in daily life. Okay. You are getting your coffee downstairs in the kitchen in the morning. You're grabbing your coffee, you're having kind of a good time, and all of a sudden you spill the coffee all over yourself.
No.
Beat change, something has changed in the energy. During these changes, we have the opportunity to decide how we're going to feel about it. Okay. And we also have the decision on how we go into the next segment, how we go into that next segment and what we want. Tira, I know you know this because you're an actor, right?
Yeah.
As an actor, we have objectives, right? And we know what we want from our partner, from the room, right?
Right.
And if you're not getting what you want, what happens? You have a beat change, you have a tactic change. You have to change how you get what you want. You go to mommy for some money and she says, hell no. And then you say, and then you have to change your tactic. Then you're like, pretty please, mom.
With
right?
sugar on top.
Sugar on top, right? And so the same thing happens in life. If we have the coffee that spills on us, we get to decide our tactic change. And instead of looking at it like getting pissed off that you have to go change your clothes and you're already running late for work, you say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited because there must be something in my closet better to wear today. Oh my gosh, this must mean that I need to wake up earlier in the morning. Okay, fine. You can look at your beat change. You can create your next reality based on getting ahead of it. If you can get ahead of your vibration and allow yourself to, in each moment, being present in the present moment, shift to that next energy change in a way that's smooth, being the outsider looking in, not being inside the forest. I was talking to one of my clients this evening, and she said something about like staying in. I couldn't see out above the forest. I couldn't see outside the forest. I was in the forest. I was in the trees. I couldn't see the forest.
Right.
It's the same thing in our life. If we can see the forest instead of just seeing the trees, we're able to take hold of the process and become the driver, be in the driver's seat of our own life versus have everything happening to us. And that's the thing with manifesting. If you can get ahead of it, if you can get in front of it and be in a good feeling space, you're going to be attracting what you want inside of it. But if life happens to you all the time, sometimes you're going to be good and sometimes you're going to be bad. And if your bad outweighs the good, then that's what you're going to attract in. So our job is to stay ahead of it.
Yes.
Through the beat changes.
I love like the example of the coffee and how you said, you can think like learn something from it. Maybe there's something better for me to wear. Maybe I should learn to like get dressed earlier or, start my day a little bit earlier. It's all in our perception and like how our perspective, how do we see from moment to moment what's going on, and we can choose to be positive and we can choose to be negative, and the positivity is going to bring in more positivity. And it kind of reminds me of this one time. So way back in the day when Jay and I first started dating, he lived in an apartment complex that didn't allow people to park overnight. And I didn't live with him at the time, but I basically like lived at his apartment, whatever. So he would drive me to like there was a neighborhood next door that allowed overnight parking. So I park over there. And so he would drive me over some mornings. And this one particular morning, he's taking me to drop me off at my car. And they have shut down one of the lanes, and this other person's like zooming to get to work. And we had the right of way, and we had a head-on collision.
Oh my gosh.
And I mean, it was in the middle of a neighborhood. We're going like maybe 15 miles an hour. And it was like around a stop sign. So like, it was just more like a rock. No one was hurt, but like it still was like, it slowed down our day. And I was like, oh no, Jay, it's all my fault. Your car's wrecked. And I'm all upset and I'm freaking out. And like, it's not like I'm going to have to pay for anything or whatever, but I feel bad. And I turned to him and I'm like, I'm so sorry. And he's just like, babe, you don't know, like I could have gotten in a car accident, like even worse than this going, like, you don't know what, like everyone's okay. This is beautiful. This is fine. And I was just like, your perspective is everything.
It's so funny you say that, because that was exactly what I was going to bring up too, is this, you don't know if the universe saved you from an accident. You don't know if the universe saved you. Like maybe you hurt yourself, but you could have died, like you never know how the universe, you've just got to just trust. And this is a big thing, is this trust factor that, we don't give the universe the benefit of the doubt a lot of times. And I agree. The audience is saying that's still scary.
Right.
I totally agree with that. And also I really like, can I answer Lachelle's question there? She said, if someone you love brings you down, do you limit your time with them if you can't seem to bring them up? Automatically, Lachelle, if you are on a high flying disc and you are bringing, I love being on a high flying disc, because if you are on a high flying disc, you're also in a state of unconditional love. Mm-hmm. And that person in your life right now is teaching you where you still need to up spiral. Because if you're in the highest flying disc, if you're in this best feeling space, absolutely no one can bring you down. So it's always, but everything is between you and you. And the attraction that that person is bringing into your life now is showing you where you can be better. I know that either that or they eventually go away. Mm-hmm. I know for me that in my experience with this manifesting and with this being in a higher vibration, people will either come with you or they fall away. They come with you or they fall away. And it's a beautiful, easeful experience if you're in alignment. So if you're in alignment with all of who you are, it's really, really nice because it's like the people that were like high maintenance and the people who are kind of crazy, they eventually just fall off the radar. And I'm talking family too. Family, it works itself out. Either they just get pissed off at you because you are so happy all the time and what they're doing like doesn't really affect you, or they rise with you. And I have seen 100% rising. So don't give up on your family. Don't give up on your loved ones, and love them through it.
Ooh, yeah.
Love them through it because it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. And your vibration has everything to do with you. They can never make you feel anything. Eleanor Roosevelt said that. I mean, she was ahead of her time, but no one can make you feel anything. And so if we know that, then we can rise and own our truth.
I love that. So you talk a lot about like how to kind of up level and a lot of your videos, and I know you talked about it earlier today. So I would love if you could explain silly appreciations for those who might not know what those are.
Oh my gosh, so fun. So when we understand that we're not in a good place, and when we understand that other people, and you know, it's just a part of life, guys. It's just a part of life. Don't feel bad if you're being drawn down by other people. Like, this is about the work. And the work is when you feel like you're getting like down, I like to do silly appreciations. And what that means is distracting yourself, completely distracting yourself from what is going on, and putting your eyes on and your focus on things that are just completely out of this world silly. So for instance, it could be, I love my mug. I love my straw. I love filtered water. I love my new iPhone. I love just so superficial. I love my dogs when they lick my face. I love snuggling. Just little things that are, you know, just really, really cute things that you just love. That helps leave your focus over here. And then it helps you get into a better feeling place. And when you get into a better feeling place is when you have more clarity about what's going on over there. And then you can go back to it. You know, it's not about avoiding it. It's about allowing yourself that space, that sacred space to be able to feel better in order to address the situation when you're ready for it. And that's the thing too. Like, sometimes we take those beat changes. We're not ready for them. They hit us hard. And the best thing we can do is leave it and come back to it later.
Allowing space, allowing breath. Love that. You made me think. You're like, I love my cup. I love it. There's like this video, and let me know if you've seen this video. It's like this little girl, and she's standing on a sink, and she's looking in a mirror, and she's like, I love my mom. I love my outfit. I love my this. And I'm like, yes, queen. And she's like maybe 3, and it's like the cutest little thing. But when I think about that, I'm like, yes, that's exactly it. When you can just be grateful for so many things, even if it's like the smallest thing that you're excited about and that you love that's going right in your life, you can kind of let the other stuff melt away in the background and then approach it from completely different eyes.
Isn't that the truth? Like, so true.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. So feeling called to ask. So I know you've got some really cool things working out and coming on. So if you're not like already getting coaching with Virginia or one of her ambassadors, like, there's so much amazing things going on in the like Speaksy app and the Speakeasy Enterprise world and the Social Soul Tribe. And I know that there's some new things coming on, and I would love for you to share more about that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so we have Alignment 2.0 for business coming, and it's all about um, allowing businesses like entrepreneurs and solo professionals that are on social media the accessibility of having a one-on-one coach, the accessibility to be able to scale their businesses. We work with people from $0 to $10,000 a month to scale over the course of a year through organic reach and through paid ads. We are a team, right,
Yeah.
Tiara? We're a team of leaders that are dedicated to creating a system that's very affordable to the entrepreneur just starting out. I know when I first started out, I couldn't afford a coach. I couldn't afford the one-on-one customization. And so I was flocking to all these courses, one course after another. And it left me like with a bunch of beautiful information, but I was still lost when it came to my business. And so Alignment 2.0 is really structured for those that want to scale their business in a way that they have a through line. It's not willy-nilly on social media.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a plan of action. So that's coming. It'll be open doors February 3rd. And we have a special link for this podcast. It's speaksy.com/wine diva Tiara. If you want to put in your information there, as soon as it's available, discounts, all that stuff. When it's of course, there's going to be early bird discounts and things like that. So it's just taking your business to the next level with structure. And I think that that's what's missing a lot of times is the one-on-one and the structure that goes along with that.
I can definitely speak to that. Like, let us know if you're one of those people that have gone through different webinars, all these different things, which are great, but everything is so cookie cutter that's out there. If you don't have, can't afford to have that one-on-one time. And that's one of the things that really drew me to Virginia and becoming a part of the Speakeasy was the fact that it wasn't going to be another, let me just watch someone's live videos with generic content that hopefully I can piecemeal together to create my own business and create a plan for myself. It's actually going to be able to have that one-on-one time with someone who knows me, and over time will get to know me better and better, know what kind of jives, and can like answer my questions before I even think about what the question is. I think it's so important to be able to really get customization rather than just like I said, a cookie cutter solution that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work right for you. Because I've definitely been that person that's like, all right, I did the thing. I did all of the action. I did exactly what all of these coaches said and nothing's happening and I don't know why. And it's exhausting.
Yeah, it is. It's exhausting. And I think another really important piece to what Alignment 2.0 is that alignment piece of the puzzle. We look at things from a perspective of what does data tell us works, but also what data tells us isn't necessarily best for your business and your alignment of your soul and your business. Because what's going to work for the stay-at-home mom that has 5 kids is going to be different than what works for the businesswoman who's working 9 to 5 and only has night times to work their business. How fast one person wants to run is not as same pace as another person. And so we take all of these things together, and that's where alignment comes. Alignment comes when we get our head, our heart, and our actions moving all in the same direction. And many times when we put action first versus the alignment piece of the puzzle, what's good for me and my business and my family, the balance, that's when you see anybody soar.
I love that. And what I love about the alignment part is that it comes with fun, because the wine diva has to have fun. And I feel like it gives us gives you so much more ease when you are in alignment with the actions that you're taking, which is so huge. I feel like in my past, it's just like I've just action, 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 and you lose the fun along the way. Like so often I feel like people are taught, okay, we do all the things and then, we'll be happy when we get to that successful place. We'll be happy when we get that medal. We'll be happy when we get to wherever,
When we
upline
rank
or
advance.
rank advance, whenever we get to these things. But if we can't find joy in the journey, it's going to be so much harder and it's going to take that much longer.
Exactly. And without the fun, we run into roadblocks. As soon as you stop having fun at what you're doing, you slow down the process. And so that is the other thing, is that what is fun, what stories might be fun for one person, but LinkedIn might be fun for somebody else. But TikTok may be fun for someone else. Facebook may be fun for someone else. We have to find the joy in order to find the flow. If you don't find the joy, you're not going to find your flow, and it's going to be a lot harder to get where you're going.
I love it.
Feels good.
Oh, it feels so good. And it's so good. Like, I see some of our friends are talking about like the community that we have. Like you said, not just the one-on-one coaching, but we're going to have masterminds and opportunities to just like talk with one another. And that's one of the things I love, is that like inside the Social Soul Tribe, which is the free community, people can post their questions about what's going on, and you can get answers from not just the ambassadors, but other people that are going through very similar things, or maybe they've just overcome it, and they can share their advice and their experience as well. And that is what is so huge, the connections that we're making. And I mean, that's what sales really is in general, is creating this connection with people and transferring the belief of your product or service from yourself to someone else.
Oh my gosh, so true. And the Social Soul Tribe is a free community. So you're getting like so many tips and tricks for your business, that community, that networking opportunity, that connecting. I mean, if you believe in networking when it comes to one-on-one and in person, the value in who you know and who you are friends with is priceless.
Oh, yes.
And that, I mean, the Social Soul Tribe, I've seen many, many, many communities, and the Social Soul Tribe is up there with the best of the best with making true, authentic friendships online. Wouldn't you agree, Tiara?
Oh, yeah. I would so agree. I never would have thought that I would be going on a cruise with a bunch of like 12 people that I've never met before on like social media. So, and that was an amazing time. Oh my gosh. I learned so much on this cruise. And if you missed some of the pictures, it was beautiful. And we had an amazing time just getting to know one another and learning and growing together.
It was amazing. Oh, for me, I'm still trying to like form the words of what that experience was. Truly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So much goodness, so much awesomeness. And you said networking, so I have to just like throw this out there that we do. One of the things that I've never seen done in a group is we have Soul Biz networking. And since tomorrow's Friday, got to throw it out there that we have 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, and that's 7:30 Mountain, 8:30 Central, and 9:30 Eastern. Yeah, I do math well.
You did it.
But in the morning on Zoom, you can hop on and talk about your business, talk about your goals, and everyone has an opportunity to just get to know each other on a deeper level, which I think is so, so amazing.
It is. Oh my gosh. It's so fun. And you don't have to get out of your PJs.
No.
So if you've ever networked before in person, you've got to like put on clothes, you got to put on makeup, you got to get out the door and drive somewhere. This is like 45 minutes to an hour of networking, and that's it. You just become presentable to be able to, you can't come naked.
Yeah.
Basically.
Throw on a shirt,
that kind of group.
a little lip gloss, and go. That's usually what I do. Oh, it's so awesome. So thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else that you would like to leave us with this evening?
I love what you're doing here, Tiara. Thank you so, so, so much for having me. Like, this is amazing.
You're amazing and you've guided me here. So thank you so, so much for everything that you've done, everything that you're doing, and for being with us tonight.
Thank you. Pleasure's mine.
Oh. Love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. V, would you sign off with your classic sign off?
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Speak easy, because it's easy to speak when you tap into your truth.